praise you for the love and faithfulness. We thank you for your protection and care over our families. Thank you that you give us the power to love well, the wisdom to lead and teach our children. We know you are for us, that you fight for our families today. You are a Redeemer, Restorer, and Friend. We believe you have good in store. We confess some days parenting is tough. Many days we can feel anxious or overwhelmed. We ask that you would make us more like you, more aware of your constant presence in our lives. Help us to release our children to you so that you are free to fully accomplish all that you desire in them, through them. Please fill our families with your truth and cover us with your favor. Lord, we pray for these blessings over our children, today and every day. Amen. Please have a seat. In addition, Mr. Sampson has been a national judge for such competitions as Calypso Monarch, Ex-Tempo Championship, and the Junior Calypso Monarch, and of course, our Junior SANFEST. Ms. Sampson is also the highest ranked official for swimming in Trinidad and Tobago, and she is the only female referee and a starter for the sport of swimming, and has represented Trinidad and Tobago both regionally and internationally. Please let's welcome Ms. Frances Sampson. Ms. Cameron Nero, an actor who first became known to audiences through performances while attending the University of Trinidad and Tobago's Academy for the Performing Arts, where she acquired a Bachelor's of Fine Arts degree in acting. Ms. Nero has appeared in productions such as The Maids, Moon on a Rainbow Shore, and most recently, Echoes. At present, Ms. Nero is casted in a local television series in the making called Plain Sight. Please welcome Ms. Cameron Nero.
It's good.
And our third judge, Ms. Rosalind Jackson, a retired teacher. Ms. Jackson is also an executive director and co-founder of Abigail Jackson Productions. Ms. Jackson is a practitioner of the literary and performing arts, holds a certificate in education in theater and drama, and is a national carnival and calypso judge, also an international judge. Please welcome Ms. Rosalind Jackson. And these are our judges for today. Our tabulator, Ms. Cheryl Barnett. This is her first year with SANFEST. And she is the owner, operator of a drugstore in New Grant called New Grant Drug Mart. Please welcome our tabulator, Ms. Cheryl Barnett. Ladies and gentlemen, principals, teachers, tutors, trainers, young men and young women, good morning. The San Fernando Arts Council and the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago Limited welcome you to the NGC SANFEST Junior Arts Festival 2018. My name is Celia Barnett Peterson, and I am honored to serve as your Mistress of Ceremonies. I am also the Secretary of the San Fernando Arts Council. The aim of the NGC SANFEST Junior Arts Festival is to continue to bring more and more young talent to the forefront. It is our hope that principals, parents, teachers, and students alike will continue to assist us in this mission. We would also like to thank the Ministry of Education for allowing you to take the time out and the effort to present all of these young talents, and you meaning the teachers and the principals and the tutors, to attend the NGC SANFEST Junior Arts Festival each year. Thank you. I would like to just give a few house courtesies announcements. Please be considerate to your peers and fellow performers. When a performance has started, kindly place your telephone on vibrate and speak when it's absolutely necessary to do so. If you are on the phone, please step outside. During the performance, or when the performance has started, please take your seats. Your activity, the telephone, the ringing of the phone actually disrupts the person on stage, and they can get a little nervous, confused, so please be courteous to your peers. So, without further ado, I would like to again welcome everyone and begin the show. And remember, performers, please smile, be passionate about what you do your utmost and absolute best, and have fun. It's why you're here and you've worked hard for this. Thank you very much. Public speaking, class 15, at secondary level. We have Astor Girls College, San Fernando, Jahil Samaru, and the title of this piece, Be Different, Be You. Please welcome Jahil Samaru.
Ceremonies and all protocols observed. I'm Jahil Samaru and I represent Astor Girls College, San Fernando. So have you ever felt judged and intimidated to be yourself? Did you ever doubt your capabilities and hide from everyone? I have, and I know how awful it is to be trapped by the fear of humiliation and disappointment. For a school, I would want to speak. I yearned to contribute to class discussions and brainstorming sessions, but there would be these forces that seemed to form an anchor, drowning me in an ocean of silence. There was a weight that rendered my arms lifeless, a tension that pulled at my throat, and a bolt that snapped my lips shut, thus sentencing me to a period of insecurity. I thought that what I had to offer was worthy of recognition, and that it would be rejected by a society that feared a challenge. It wasn't until I was marching into a meeting that I felt as if walls were being assembled brick by brick around me. Unconsciously, I was training myself to be a follower. Now, what was I so afraid of? I was daunted by the concept of being criticized. I was presented with a scenario where I could have placed myself or others, and I was on the verge of making the worst decision ever, that is rejecting myself. So from that day, I have vowed to be myself, even if it meant stepping out the crowd, and I have been doing so. And here today, aren't I? For the truth to life is that there will be persons who will accept you and those that won't. Why waste time worrying about who to please, when the most important person to please is yourself? And the only way to do so is by taking off your mask, stripping yourself of the charade you love, and being you, by simply being genuine. According to Gabriel O'Connor in his poem Once Upon a Time, people are disheartened to be themselves because they're apprehensive of how others would react, and I must agree. So I'm here today to tell you and remind myself that we shouldn't let fear control us, but rather inspire us to trust and actualize our fullest potential to become the best version of ourselves. Look around you. We're all part of the human race, yet none of us exactly alike. We all have varying backgrounds, personalities, and futures. Just as every leaf has a unique design, so are we specially made. We may not undergo photosynthesis, but you know what I mean. Therefore, why conform? Why be drowned out by society instead of softly in the sky? Why be you? Because there's no one else in here like you. Because there's no one else out there like you. Now, although the only thing that's stopping you from being yourself is you, there are many factors that influence your decisions, one of which is bullying. I myself have been victimized by this occurrence, but I've learned that we're all humans and go through very extreme situations in life that mold us. Therefore, we shouldn't let bullies get the better of us. Studies have shown that they are fighting battles as well, and they aim to have you shed your individuality because they don't want to lose theirs. I want you to know that submitting to them helps no one. Peer pressure is another, for sometimes persons may want us to change in a wrong sense, to be a carbon copy of them and not the original we were made. Also, if you cross-examine society, you would realize that many of its pressing issues stem from its desperate need to demolish individualism. Racism, sexism, and other forms of discrimination all put situations in spotlights that refuse to welcome independent opinions and thus have us question our stance as individuals. But why change for society? Jeopardizing your happiness shouldn't be the price that has to be paid for acceptance, for true friends allow you to be the unique creation that you are. Personally, I believe that we each have special purposes in life, and our personalities are tailored to suit them. Therefore, it is imperative that we fulfill our own purposes for the ultimate good of all. Have you ever heard of a young lady named Malala Yousafzai? She grew up in an area where the Taliban was stopping girls from receiving an education, but she refused to stay quiet and spoke out against this injustice. Her actions were different, yet needed, and although she was shocked to be silenced, her voice continues to fight for girls worldwide. This role model is a living example that yes, to be divergent, it may be grueling, but it's worth it. Our lives are far too valuable to be lost to whom they don't belong to. But the only person in your way now, or has ever been in your way of you being you, is yourself. This NGC SANFEST creates avenues for individuals to explore many talents and discover what lies within them, and is just one of the many activities available to develop your gifts. If you can sing, then do so in a positive manner. If you can speak, speak for those who don't have a voice. Whatever your skill is, don't hide it away. It's perfectly fine to be different. Don't wait. How else would the beloved internet have been made, or the latest phone be created, without someone daring to do something else, something different? Don't wait until the last minute to appreciate the gift of being you, because its value exceeds this treatment. It's time to abolish the trend of conformity and commence the age of individualism. Be different, be you, because there's no one else anywhere like you. Thank you.
From Astor Girls College, San Fernando. Be different, be you. Forgive me, Wednesday Buchun will be performing a voice. My apologies.
A pleasant good morning to the Mistress of Ceremonies, honorable judges, teachers, fellow competitors, students. My name is Wednesday Buchun, representing Astor Girls College, San Fernando. If I came up here this morning and recited this speech that met every guideline perfectly, I would not be speaking to you from my heart, but from this paper. This year's theme for SANFEST is Be Different, Be You, yourself, originally made, unique. So if I'm here to deliver this topic, I have to be myself, for no one can do that for me. They cannot do the things I have done, or the things I can do. They cannot sing the same as me, they cannot write the same as me, they cannot draw the same as me, for they are not me. They can try to be me, I can try to be someone else. You can wear someone else's mask, use their words, wear their clothes, step on their shoes, but you will know you're different. But at some point, we all don a mask, and it would be unfair to me to say that I never felt its cold touch against my face, because I did. At some point in my life, I was introduced to new cultures, a new world, and in my mind, I had to adapt and change to seem normal, interesting, to be liked. But I always felt fake. I could not have said what I wanted to say, and I just really wanted to drop this heavy mask and be me. this year's topic, I thought, oh, finally an easy theme. But when I gave some serious thoughts and looked into myself, I just saw a masquerading shell playing with different covers, hoping they won't break. I knew something had to change. My mother always used to tell me, just be Winsty, just be me. She knew that I wasn't myself. Other people notice the mask we wear on when we don't. So standing here now, I'm trying to use my words, my thoughts to encourage you to take off this mask with me. Because if I left this mask on and told you to take yours off, I would be a hypocrite and truly forgetting the point. What is even the point? The point is that yes, you want to be like those Instagram models. Yes, you want to behave like those YouTubers. But those influences change who you are, no matter how small they may seem. Austin Lyons did not change his performing style just because of what other performers did. And in 2013, he tied first with Marshall Montano. Vina Bagan did not hide her passion for law just because she was born without any hands. They both expressed themselves through mediums where they were truly themselves and showed the world who they were. Maybe to the world, I do not exist. To my friends, I am who they want me to be. But to myself, I want to be true. I have to believe in myself because if I don't, no one will do it for me. And if I do not believe in myself, how will I show the world what I have to offer? We all have different talents, like dancing, performing, writing, art, and SANFEST has nurtured so many of these talents. But you cannot realize your calling if you are not yourself, if you're wearing this mask, this shell, wearing somebody else. How will you know what you have to offer to society if you are hiding behind this dry persona? I have something special to offer to society. You have something special to offer to society. We all have something special to offer to society. This is no speech. This is me, Winsty, somebody with a voice. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Winsty Puchun from Astor Girls College. Voice. So while we wait for the judges to deliberate, I'd like to just make some announcements and invite you of the prizes. There's a challenge trophy, special awards for primary schools. Challenge trophies, special awards for secondary schools. Cash prizes, medals for soloists and duets. Certificates for each school and individual competitor. There's also the criteria for best overall primary and secondary schools, and they are as follows. The schools must participate in at least 4 of the 5 divisions, as detailed in the syllabus, and 3 classes of at least 3 divisions. A point system is applied to the performance in the divisions in which each school has participated. So these are some of the information that's in the book, in this SANFEST syllabus. You can take a look at it, read it if you're more interested. Contact your schools, go to your whomever in your school is, has the syllabus, and just look it up and see what's in there. Thank you. Okay. So continuing with public speaking, class 15, Our third and final school in this category, Waterloo Secondary School. And the student, Dana Marie Passard, and she will be performing Be Different, Be You. Please welcome Dana Marie Passard.
Be different, be you. Your value does not decrease on someone else's inability to see your worth. You are youthful, you are outstanding, and you are unique. You are you. Y-O-U. Good morning. I am Dana Marie Passard of Waterloo Secondary School, and this piece is entitled, Be Different, Be You. Youthful, despite your age, despite the era in which you were born in, despite the small differentiation of the current generation as opposed to the old or so-said traditional generation. There is much knowledge loitering in the solitude of these generations. You are, in fact, your own person, but in being your own person does not permit you to be ignorant towards the simple yet effective knowledge that is, in most cases, struggling to get to the minds of youths in today's society. Trials and tribulations will occur. Issues threatening to your self-esteem, situations that may want to tempt us to comply and follow the stereotypical pattern that has been instilled into society, causing us to turn our backs rather than face our problems head-on as we should. But suppression is the enemy. Never forget that you are not only youthful, but you are outstanding. Morals and values passed down to us from generation to generation. Us youths, in this generation, we simply cannot complain. Whether we like it or not, we need the guidance of the older generations on our journey of life. No one can operate properly or effectively in a vacuum. As a great Trinidadian once said, two smart rats cannot live in the same hole. All I am simply trying to emphasize on is that there is unity in diversity. The old generation ought to ask themselves, how can we positively and effectively impact the lives of today's youths? And the younger generation ought to use wisdom to acquire knowledge, whether it be academically, streetwise, or even just life in general. We need to accept and respect our differences in order to live in harmony and create unity. Too often, too many youths lose their way in their journey of life trying to find themselves. But as I said before, there is knowledge in the solitude. Being different does not, and I repeat, does not decrease your value based on someone else's inability to see your worth. You are different. You are youthful. You are outstanding, and you are unique. You are you. Y-O-U. I urge you all to be different and to be you. Thank you.
And that was Dana Marie Passard, Be Different, Be You, from Waterloo Secondary School. I will give some information that's already in here, but you may not be aware of it. So there are special prizes and awards. One being the MVST Award, the Most Valuable NGC SANFEST Teacher Award. Students are invited to write a paragraph of no more than 150 words of why they think their teacher should win the MVST Award. The cost to participate is $20 per entry. Entries with payment can be dropped off at the boxes provided at all preliminary venues. Enter as many times as you wish. One primary school winner and one secondary school winner will be selected. Students must submit their entries by October 26th. Winning teachers will be announced at the command performance. There is also the biggest posse at the Pan Jamboree. Students are invited to come out in their numbers to support their schools at the Pan Jamboree Finals on Friday, November 2nd, 2018. One primary school winner and one secondary school winner will be selected. The best flag at the Pan Jamboree. Represent your crew, your school with your flag. Vie for the best supporting flag at the Pan Jamboree Finals on Friday, November 2nd. Again, one primary school winner and one secondary school winner will be selected. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're into the second category, spoken word and free speech. Class 16B. Our first student competitor hails from Naparima Boys College, Joshua Dowlath, and the title of his item is Who Am I? Please welcome Joshua Dowlath from Naparima Boys College.
My father said, I could be anything I want to be, but it's up to me to turn my daydreams into realities. But typically, we just go with the flow as we paddle streams, but no, my passion burns like calories for a purpose in this thing called life. What position do I play? I'm on a mission every day to decipher what kind of life I should lead, but should I lead or should I just follow? Am I filled or am I hollowed? Because I know for sure I need some water because this life has been such a tough pill to swallow. Although this all begs for the question, who am I? No, seriously, who am I? I've been the outcast, I've been the maniac, I've been the straight shooter, but now I just feel like the actor. But in this scene, they just take away all the props and here I stand exposed. Like my mind, left with the question, who am I? 3 simple words to plan my time and they're vital. Puts my mind on standby, my soul is idle, because if titles could describe content, then I'm definitely a book without a cover, because I've asked my mother and father for some kind of help because I feel smothered by the media that hovers what I want in front of another, and another, and another. Who am I? Everything I plan to be hasn't worked out. Insanity, because Webster can't define me. I'm a jack of all trades, wearing a mask of all shapes, ready to act with no shame. But I'm bitter, like Twitter, because my friends are trendsetters and dress better than me. I'm not trendy. Am I? If I could change you, I spend my change on fancy things, or swallow pills like my so-called friends do. I mean, I don't do drugs, but I love to pretend to. I mean, it's hard to turn down what they lend you, or what they even send you. Weekends tend to be a curious Saturdays, because Friday and Saturday you do it all, but by Sunday, you're ashamed of what you've done, because you're just on the fence. And there you sit, because actually, sometimes I go to church, yeah, and every time I did, you know, I'd like to ask God the question, who am I? Does he know? Does he care? Are you listening? Are you even there? Because it only makes sense to actually make out why he made what he made, and since we all look different, our purposes can't all be the same, right? Because I had to be someone as an individual, who mostly confused but partially spiritual, who waiting for the maker to respond, so just hoping society could quiet down because I want to listen.
Who am I? Joshua Dowlett from Naparima Boys College. Thank you. Category will be verse speaking, class 16A. We have Celeste Charles from Open Bible High. And the title of Celeste's item is bullying. Please welcome Celeste Charles from Open Bible High.
Why do we bully each other? Why do we call each other names? Let me tell you a story of what happened to me. I was walking in school alone, minding my own business, when out of nowhere, these 5 girls, as we Trinities like to say, gathered on me. I was confused, clueless, trying to remember if I told anybody anything or if I did anything. But my memory to doing any of that was blank. So, seeing it was only 1 of me and 5 of them, I simply and politely asked them to pass, with the response being no. I promised, I tried to pass around them, but the girl pushed me to the ground. So, can you imagine crawling on the ground, afraid to turn your back to get up, and all I could do was pray to God and ask him to let them have some sympathy. But of course, none was shown. That day, the school was almost empty, and all of my friends, who I usually was with every day, was not there. So, as I got beaten, bullied, my hair being pulled, I could hear some of the girls laughing. All I could do was thank God, because it was finally over. And the other day, when I was scrolling through IG, I saw that another boy was bullied. But unfortunately, he didn't survive. And that upset my stomach. And all I could think was what going on with TNT. Trinidad and Tobago, stop the violence.
So that was Celeste Charles with her title item, Bullying. Celeste is from Open Bible High School. Okay, another announcement regarding the NGC Junior SANFEST Junior Arts. As of next Monday, October 8th, schools may call our office and book tickets for the finals. The SANFEST office telephone number is 228-9277. The San Fernando Arts Council's office is 657-7665 or 222-4612. It is preferred that you do call the SANFEST office. However, if you do not reach them, then you may call the San Fernando Arts Council. Thank you. participant, you saw her a little earlier. She will be back on stage to do her performance, The Voice Within. Katia Maskell from Union, Claxton Bay. Please welcome Katia Maskell.
Mommy, is it you? Is it you uttering these words that making me feel unwanted? If I had a choice to know my fate, then to your one-night stand I'd have never consented. See, God signed me on for a 9-month contract, but only weeks in I found out it's the wrong body I've rented. And these pills coming down your esophagus makes me know every word you utter, you meant it. And I know now you don't want me, but why are you making this one-night love take away my voice that is yet to speak? Having sex wasn't my choice, it was yours. So why are you making me suffer because of a decision that wasn't mine? So my little light will never see day to shine? With every self-inflicted blow that you dealt, you make me know how to feel pain before I know how pain felt. Your actions are sinister. I could have been the next president, prince, or prime minister. But you continue to play the role of the missus when you never kept the mister. Because the man up here introduced me to a girl he named my stepsister. But though I remained unnamed, I knew I was destined for stardom. Until you saw me as a consequence for a broken condom, but your broken lifestyle conceived another life. Now you allow them to rip me apart with a sharp knife. Mom, my life will not be headline. My life will not be heard of. But does that man clad in the white cloak with a stethoscope around his neck know he's an accessory to murder? Why? Didn't you want an opportunity to see me smile or hear my cry? Mama, you've killed your own child. How do you feel committing an act so heartless, ruthless, and vile? But as a fetus, I knew I could have made this one-room shack feel like home for us. Because, Mom, I had a soul, and one day you're going to get old. And where I am, he doesn't take all, he can only take some. And this house is one house you will break the criteria to come. Your foreplay didn't foresee me sex, but you weren't ready for what came next, the responsibilities of an irresponsible moment of time. You almost mother of mine. I was robbed the breath of life to ensure that yours was fine. The stench remains in your trunk. The stench remains inanimate in your being like a skunk. Let my voice eat up your heart like an uncontrollable cancer, since you saw abortion as the answer. Let my words beat on your eardrums and relinquish my memory. But for now, congratulations to you, Mom. You are now another murderer that's free. Thank you.
And that was Katia Maskell from Union, Claxton Bay, giving us her rendition of The Voice Within. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for the other results from the judges, we have for class 15, which would be category, bear with me, public speaking. Wincy Buchun from Astor Girls College will be going forward for the finals. And just to remind you regarding the finalists' criteria, the top 2 participants from each class in each educational district will advance to the finals upon attaining a 75% score or higher. All performers qualifying for the finals must ensure that they collect their qualification cards before leaving the performance venue. Please double check time, date of final performance, and the spelling of the names of the performers. The item performed in the preliminaries is to be performed in the finals. Therefore, finalists should take the adjudicators' remarks into consideration and improve their performances for the finals. The winner of a category must obtain a certificate of excellence to receive a trophy. Thank you.
introduce yourself?
My name is Kendall Alexander. I am from St. Kevin's College. The name of my piece is A Place You Can Trust. The name came from, it's a play on words, Wildfowl Trust and A Place You Can Trust. Basically, I did this piece because Wildfowl Trust is such a peaceful place. You can always go to enjoy the sights. You can have a picnic, you can take a walk, and I saw these two birds looking at each other, and I immediately just thought to myself, I need to capture this moment, I need to paint it. So while I was out with my mom, I asked for one of her extra canvases, a few brushes and some paints, and before I painted, I took some pictures just in case the scenery changed. So I took different angles, get each angle and perspective, and I began to paint it live at the beginning. Then we had to leave, and I went home and I continued the piece because I was so inspired to finish it. I can't just start something and leave it like this. So I was determined and inspired to finish this entire piece.
Do you think there's a future for you in art?
Time will tell, but doing this piece, I see that I have something, I have a capability to portray something like this.
What do you hope to do with this piece?
For me, I would like to, let's say, do some touching up on it or finalize it and probably take it home and frame it on the wall as a memory of what I did when I was younger.
Who you look up to in the field of art?
My mother.
Your mom? She's an artist?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
While the judges are working on some paperwork, I'd like to reiterate the events for Junior SANFEST again. We have the semifinals, the Mr. and Miss SANFEST, and we're encouraging everyone to please come out. The semifinals will take place on October 14th, and again, the entrance fee is $75. Then we have the finals, which takes place between October 15th and November 9th. The children's fee, entrance fee, is $20, and for adults, it's a fee of $40. Pan Jamboree, again November 2nd, will be held at Skinner Park. And the command performance, November 13th and November 14th at Naparima Bowl. So please come on out and enjoy and patronize SANFEST. We need the crowd, we need the schools, we need the parents, and of course we need the students. Thank you. Once again, thank you for your patience, and we will continue with the competition. So we are now into the monologue category, class 17A. Our first school is Holy Faith Convent, Kuva, and our student performer is Jahia. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Jahia Asun. And the title of her item is Tanti. So please welcome Jahia Asun from Holy Faith Convent.
Get me there.
Holy Faith Convent, Tanti. Okay, so our free speech and spoken word, class 16B, student Joshua Dalla from Naprima Boys College, and Katia Maskell from Union Claxton Bay. Congratulations. So moving right along, our next student performer hails from Astor Girls College, Nadia Cisse, and her title of her monologue, I Ate the Divorce Papers. Please welcome Nadia Cisse from Astor Girls College.
In fact,
In fact, I won't lose it. And I won't lose you. I'll win you. I've written you a sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of me, and I am not crying. I'm laughing. This is all a big joke, and it's very, very funny, Charles. I can really feel the same in your thoughts, and I'll rush into your arms and... But no, you won't do that, will you? Of course not. It's not your fault. You know, I didn't really write that sonnet. Hold it. But I think it was good. You see the truth? The truth is, Charles, I hate the divorce papers. I hate the divorce papers because I cannot stomach the thought of losing you.
That was Nadia Sisse from Astra Girls College. I ate the divorce papers. Ladies and gentlemen, our final performance for today, and our final performance in the monologue category, Class 17A, hails from San Fernando West Secondary School. Kyla Celestine, and Kyla's title is Crime. Kyla's monologue title is Crime. Welcome, Kyla.
Yeah, it's 2018, and what happened to our sweet TNT? Everything you hear or see is scandalous, misstyle, Jeremiah, fancy, criminal, la criminalité, crime. An action or omission which constitutes an offense and is punishable by law. But I don't see that happening. Violation, misdeed, transgression, and felony. This is all I see about my TNT. It numbs us as if life loses its value, as if it's okay to indulge ourselves in the wrong act. Sometimes it even makes us feel some type of way, like some might be scared, some may like it, and some may not. But me, I can stand it. I'm really getting tired, sick, and fed up of this. Every day when I wake up, it's always something different, like 16 murders in 4 days, like where's 17-year-old Shania or Aliyah? What about little Newton Rowe? 6 weeks later, Ariana's still missing. 1 week later, where's Susan? Family grieves because 2 months later, still no sign of courage. Crime, an action or omission which constitutes an offense and is punishable by law. But I don't see that happening. Every time you open a social media app, it's always something like on Facebook, every day we see another man or brother get gunned down. On WhatsApp, it's always some kind of broadcast with another teenage girl gone missing. Instagram is always hashtag gone too soon sis with emoji sad faces. They find small girl who was missing 3 days now, wrapping a rug, trying to big train in East Trinidad. Then today SMS
So that was Kayla Celestine from San Fernando West Secondary School giving us her monologue on crime. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.